So yeah, I don't, for the most part, I don't consider myself political. So
What's that?
I don't know.
We don't talk about that on the internet.
Well, well, yeah, I see, and that's the thing is I don't have a bone to stand. You know, like I don't have a stance, so I can kind of talk about it a little bit, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's a good point. And then this person will say something like, oh, that's a good point. And then this
You
person
have
over
a
here will say
floppy
something.
bone?
Yeah, I got no bone.
Hmm.
I,
The cupboard was bare.
the cupboard was bare.
That's
And we
sad.
can't get into that because then I'm gonna start reciting Andrew Dice Clay stuff.
That's so
Hickory
sad.
dickory dock. This was on my.
Wow. Bare boning. Yeah, let's go.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the
Oh
cupboard to
boy.
get her old doggy a bone. When she bent over, never mind. We can't go there.
Wow.
Andrew Dice Clay is not something we should be reciting on here.
Mm.
But I grew up in a time when he was popular before he got banned off MTV for life.
Fun times.
Yes.
I learned a little nugget of TOS clarity today.
Ooh.
That I thought I would
tell.
share with you.
Yes, do tell.
Miss Bicker was streaming earlier today, and she and the super talented Tanya were arting together. And
I caught a little bit of that.
Yeah, she was doing some really cool stuff, and they were just chatting along and doing art and whatever. And Bobby started drawing the female body, and I was like,
yeah,
where do we stand on that with the TOS? I never really heard like a clarification. I know that nudity is not smiled upon here on the platform, and it's in the terms of service and everything. And I was like, how does that play with art?
Yes.
In the realm of the yeses and the nos. And Bobby's like, oh no, it's fine. I asked. It's totally cool. It's like, all right. So just to double back and confirm, I did message Pablo.
Yep. Mr.
And
Hansen
he did
himself.
say that in art, nudity is allowed as long as it's done tastefully.
Right. So as long as we're not drawing phallic symbols every night.
Yeah, I don't think if you were doing like select scenes from 50 Shades of Grey, I don't think that would be appropriate. But if you were doing something more in the Grecian
right, like Michelangelo,
taste, I think that would be okay.
Yeah,
so I mean, it's really just misinformation is just fine though. Sure.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, when I'm drawing comic characters, they're nude until I throw their costumes on.
Yeah, there really is there's a fine line and even a thin gray area between tasteful and not tasteful, and there really comes down to what the platform decides that line is. And so I really just wanted to have that screenshot on my phone of Pablo, you said. Yes. Because I don't want, some people may say this is, highly conservative people will be like, oh my God, you shouldn't be doing that on the internet. And I'm like, girlfriend, calm down. It's art, so, or boyfriend, whichever. We don't discriminate.
I believe most of us hashtag art our broadcast.
Yeah.
I know I do. I always
exactly.
Art and drawing.
Well, even if you forget to include the hashtag, I mean, you should be able to determine the difference between illustrating pornography and doing a tasteful study of the human anatomy. And doing, you should be able to tell the difference between that.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Well,
it's art if you hang it on the wall, right? Yeah, I mean, it comes down to interpretation, but it was nice to have that little nod of approval, even though I don't normally do anything in the slightly nude areas. But, if there's a nip slip, it's going to be allowed if it's in your art, as long as you're not like being topless while making your art, I think is where the line gets drawn.
Yeah, well, I am topless a lot. That's why I keep the
There actually is a girl on here that is a nudist that paints. And she has the camera positioned where it's over the shoulder, so you're only seeing her back and nothing else.
Still,
but
that's
I've seen it, and I was just like, wow, that is some artistic expression. Okie dokie then.
Like,
but
example,
I mean, like I said, that's another like an opinion versus what's allowed, what's not allowed. We still have a naked lady fountain in my front hometown. It's coming.
Before I color it in, all of this area right here looks nude.
Yeah, exactly. Because the skin tight uniform, if you don't have the color added
like
in,
I said, until I start shaping it, it looks like she's got a thing around her waist and some gloves on and a shoulder pad, and then nothing else.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I completely understand the in art.
Well, and I asked the question in Bobby's room first, and I was like, please do not take this the wrong way, because you know how when you're typing in the chat, it can be misinterpreted as being sassy. And I was like, please don't think I'm being rude. I'm really actually curious. Where does the line fall for here? Because, they're a little more strict here than they are other places on the internet.
Right.
Which I approve of. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing at all, but.
Nope. Because I think it's kept a lot of the trolls out of here, too.
I agree. Yeah.
I don't think I've once had anyone ask me to open my bobs that didn't mean it.
Well, I'll make sure to ask that more often.
Right.
We can arrange that. I don't want you feeling like you're missing out on your live streaming experience.
I sometimes do. I'm like, man, I want my bobs to be open.
I can open bun.
I know. I don't have a man bun.
Open bunny.
I know. Bunny, I don't have a bunny yet.
Bun.
It's a bunny.
I
More bobs, Jeremy, please. Okay, I'll give you bobs here. Hold on. Ready?
I need to attach this bunny to my microphone because it's so stinking cute.
Check out them bobs.
Wow.
Ooh, those are space bobs. Look at that.
There's no gravity to give them shape.
That's right.
They're space bobs.
There's no underwear in space.
They're just flopping around. No gravity. That's not good. Yeah, no.
All right. He has got a big old moon behind him. Or not a moon. A planet. And it's got the little ringy thingies on it. Ringy thingies. Okay. Set that off to the side.
Child.
Find
no
my
child.
Hi, child.
No child.
No, we're not doing that today, child. We're not interrupting.
Child. We are not playing with Bob Ross today, child.
Bob Ross doesn't want to be played with.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Let's see. Let's get this down here. Let's crank this up a little bit.
So I guess I need to probably work on 21 since I could do hyper. I could do hyper,
21 is what? Ooh,
I think I'm just going to give in and do the blurry stars through the Falcon.
Are you going to try to do hyper?
I feel bad not doing hyper because I've done every other one and I'm caught up. I feel like there's a weight of guilt hanging over my head.
You could find a character that's hyper.
Yeah, I tried that. I don't really know exactly which one that would be.
Have you ever seen?
Well, and my other hang up was, is every other day going to be Star Wars? Because that's kind of how the trend is going.
Yeah.
I have baby Grogu. I've got Darth Maul.
Because I didn't call it Star Wars
Sunset. I have hero picked out already. I know what I'm doing. Or at least I know the character I'm doing. I need to find the reference.
I'm sorry, but I called it hero or heroine. You have to do a girl.
Fine.
No, you don't.
Fine.
You don't. Just because I want to draw Ripley from Aliens.
No, you are welcome to do that. It's all you.
Yeah.
Yeah. My husband I was like, who should I do for hero? And he's like, you're going to draw Sigourney Weaver. I was like, no, I'm not. No, it's not happening.
I'm thinking maybe Barbarella.
Go for it.
because that's like super old sci-fi. That's like before me sci-fi. Except
You
I've
should
tried
totally
drawing
do
her
that.
once, and it did not come out good.
You should totally do that.
It was bad.
It was bad, okay.
It was. It was really bad. It was during my I still don't know how to draw women phase, and it looked like a dude with boobs, which is never a good look.
Wow. Bless you, 5,000. Bless you,
COVID.
5,000.
COVID.
Yes, COVID.
But what I was getting at with the hyper character, and since you love to do Star Wars anyways, did you ever watch the made-for-TV Ewok movies?
No, I don't think so. I know of them, but I don't recall actually seeing them.
Ewok movies, which are on Disney now. And the character I'm thinking of came from Ewok's Battle for Endor, and there was this little cute guy here, like this. He's got big old fuzzy faces, and he ran super fast, and he talked really super fast because he was kind of hyper. But if you didn't want to have to draw stars, you could draw that character, and that still gives you your Star Wars. His name is Teek, Teek, from Battle for Endor. But yeah, he was a super fast little guy and just
Oh, I
ran
know him. I know.
But it's kind of hyper.
Oh my! It's more fantasy than sci-fi. I can't pick that character. Never mind.
Star Wars.
I was gonna pull a podling from the Dark Crystal, but that's not.
Oh,
that's not sci-fi. That's fantasy.
True. Then you know what? Just draw
but
the
accurate.
Tribbles. Just draw the Tribbles. They were hyper. Look how fast they multiplied.
Yes, they were just little fuzzy. Just draw a big square of fuzzy balls. Just maybe a pair of them, perhaps. Just hanging out.
Yeah. Hello, Anthony from Galax City.
Hi, Tony. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome, Tony.
How may I troll you today?
Well, I troll everyone because I'm from Michigan and I'm below the bridge. They call us trolls.
Beautiful.
So I technically get to troll people every day, right? Because I'm not like Ooper. I'm not from the Ooper. I think I need to make this face just a little larger than I was intending. Otherwise, I'm going to lose all of her detail. Come with me, and you'll be...
You don't think fuzzy balls are okay? Why not?
In the world of pure imagination.
Fuzzy balls of your imagination. I like it.
Yes, they are.
Fluffy, bouncy balls.
Studio. How's Joe doing today?
He did a stream earlier today and kind of gave updates and the lowdown so everybody knows what the heck's going on with him. And swelling's gone down a little bit, but there's still some active bleeding going on. So he's just managing it and still doing the extra factor and all that stuff. Just taking it easy.
Did he get his doctor appointment done to get his factor 8 refill?
I didn't see. I don't have a confirmation on that.
Okay. I was worried about that myself.
I haven't like talked to him. I figured we would see him bounce in this evening and we would check in with him. Yeah, exactly.
I did tag him, so he's tagged.
Oh.
So he's available.
He may be playing Call of Duty right now.
That would be with the new beta that just came out. I'm thinking yes.
Hey babe, will you check and see if Joe's on the PlayStation?
She is a very hard face. I'm gonna mess this up so bad.
If you're gonna fail magnificently.
I intend to.
Yes.
That's what I did with my last job.
Hey, I mean, there's a full nod to that. Why not?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I learned valuable lessons while I was there.
Valuable takeaways
Yes.
of Doom. Oh yeah, that'll be a good one. Okay.
I
There's
had
my
moments
picture.
of thinking I was gonna be depressed, and then I was like, but I've been wanting to get away from this job for years, so
I
why?
was kind of like just letting you have your moment, but I'm like, but dude.
Yeah, no, it's more okay. Where my depression comes from is the fact that I won't after I think these next 2 weeks I won't have insurance.
Yes, that does become a thing to be concerned about for sure.
Which
I
is what I
understand that.
kept the job for so long for, was to make sure that my wife had insurance.
Right.
More importantly, the scheduled appointment that I'm supposed to have on the 24th, I think I now have to cancel.
Okay, thank you. Oh wow, that's a hell of a profile there. Yeah. I haven't ever seen his PlayStation profile on PS5, so he's not playing right now. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
He's probably napping. Let's pray that he's sleeping.
Yeah.
Get the
But
rest.
so I may very well have to cancel my appointment with the urologist on the 24th.
Aww.
Well, because there's
What?
no point in going to see them
Maybe. Yeah.
and then turn around and have them be like, okay, we need to schedule a surgery, and then me go, but I'm not going to be able to afford a surgery, so we're going to have
Right.
to wait till I can get insurance again. So that's what I was depressed about, is that it's going to be a setback on my health.
Little one of doom. She can't hear you guys
Yeah.
because I have my headphones on, so she just walks up to me and starts talking. I'm like, dude, I am literally in the middle of a conversation right now.
Yeah.
I
Well,
am trying to hear what they're having to say on here.
if it makes you feel any better, I don't have headphones on, and I still will have children come in just mid conversation, be like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what, you see what I'm doing?
Uh-huh. It's like,
Moment?
yeah, active conversation with adults.
I don't get adult time. Let me have it.
Additional insurance is almost a mess. Yeah. Why does it have to be so expensive? Why do they have to do that? I don't get it.
Okay, I'm clearly just going to use her as a model. I'm not trying to get her likeness. We're just going to call it that, okay?
As you wish.
Yep, because I would have to do much larger with this tiny size that I'm doing. I'm not going to get half of the features right.
Ah, okay.
I'm realizing that right now. I'm sitting here trying to struggle with it, and I'm like, no, it's just not going to happen because
it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, at this size, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. It's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have to give her better treatment at some other point.
Do. So yeah, today was a teachers service day or whatever it is that they call
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah, so no kids at the school building.
All right.
It's like halfway through the quarter they have one of these.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Okay.
you know.
I remember those.
Yeah. So they were off school today, and the league that we play in for cheer and football, it works with the school system. So if the school's out, then the sports are out too. so they don't
Yeah.
have any practice until Wednesday. So it was a nice little day off, I guess.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was waiting for my son-in-law to get home so I could finish cleaning out the fish tank that we have,
Mm-hmm.
because I drained it completely because we don't have any fish in there anymore, and we bought a brand new filter for it, but I wanted to get it completely cleaned and whatnot. But I got it down to as far as I could by myself, and I was waiting for him, and it was about an hour until he was going to come home. So I came upstairs and I was going to watch some Haps, and I jumped into Brian's, Haps takeover little thing,
Yeah.
and I'm listening, and next thing I know, I'm waking up, and I think it had started to replay.
Oh wow, that's
I got a good little nap, but man,
nice.
his music is so just like
I know he has such a chill, relaxed vibe that he
yeah,
totally like just brings down any tension and just melts it away.
yep. So
Incredible.
it was not a I'm bored type thing. It was more a, oh my god, this guy just relaxed me completely. Sitting there with a
Yeah.
fan on, just watching, and I was out.
Mm-hmm.
But I also contribute that to the fact that I was up till 3 something.
Dude, my sleep schedule is so jacked. So jacked. It's probably gonna take me a good 2 weeks to get back to what I was before. I'm like wide awake till 4 o'clock last night, 4:30 the night before. What the heck? I just
See,
like
I'm prepping
ruined
for a
my
midnight
brain.
job right now. That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
I just figure, a midnight job. Yep, I'll take one because I'm
Hmm.
used to staying up anyways.
That's true. But then you won't ever see us.
Oh, I will.
Oh, I will.
I will. Because when I work midnights, I generally only average about 4 hours sleep a day, anyways.
Okay.
So there's
Knowledge, what's up, dude? When'd you sneak in here?
no kidding.
When,
I haven't
just
seen
now?
knowledge in here in a
He's
hot
so
minute.
sneaky. Sneaky,
Watch me,
sneaky.
watch me as I sneak in here.
Ooh, watch me, watch me.
So I made some chicken tonight from the wife and I, and some fried potatoes.
Nice.
It was good.
That sounds delicious. We had sandwiches.
Sandwiches. Well, I had a French bread pizza for lunch, and I was like, it just wasn't settling me, and I was like, I need to eat something more.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I will cook some chicken tonight. So I threw a cast iron pan in the oven and threw some butter and some garlic and some chicken seasoning, some other stuff like that, and
Right on.
put it in the oven at 450, I think, and cooked it until it was
Ooh,
done.
I think I just came up with a good character.
You came
Let
up
me
with a
see
good
here.
character for Hyper. It finally clicked.
Maybe.
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 Thank you, Knowledge.
Not exactly hyper, but yeah.
This is my second challenge of the day. I've been doing 2 challenges a day. This is my scare timber, so I'm just kind of doing little bits and pieces all over the page. And today's thing is crystal ball, so I'm stealing a picture that Des did, where she was in a hood holding an apple, and kind of making it my own.
Why do I do this to myself? Good lord. Okay.
What did you do?
Nothing. My brain is like, hey, I've got a good idea. And then I look it up and I'm like, why did I do that to myself?
Yeah, here was the first 12 days of Scare Timber.
That's
I was really happy with
spot on.
how these things turned out. This is like 3 different days. This is 2 different days. This is 2 different days. That was 1 day. This was 3 different days. I think this was 1 single day here. But it was kind of neat being able to add some of the prompts together. Like this was crow, or raven, scarecrow, and harvest. So I drew the tree and the bird 1 day. Then I drew the harvest over to here with a couple of these pumpkins here and this. Then the next day I drew the scarecrow, added a couple more stalks in here and a couple more pumpkins.
How's that for hyper?
Tied together. Oh my god, yes. And it's so sci-fi.
It is so sci-fi.
See,
I already have that movie picked for a different day, but I'm like, I've already done multiple characters from movies, so it's fine.
No reason why you can't do him.
Exactly.
And
yeah. But you know how much I love drawing faces.
I completely agree. You know,
I love the crystal ball Des picture. That's really cool.
What's that?
Your little crystal ball Des picture.
Yeah.
It has her personality in it. I love it. Definitely can tell it's her.
That's why I said I'm going to try to capture her essence without trying to get the likeness completely perfect.
Yeah.
Because at this size, it's just not working.
It's just not working.
It does not work. It does not work.
New York City. Venice Beach.
And I still got some cleaning up to do with inks too, so. Ow!
Don't do that, it hurts. Don't do that, it hurts.
Okay, I quit. Stream's done.
Have a good night, everyone.
No, only if I was trying to join my phone in here does that seem to happen.
Stop trying to break yourself.
Well, I will try.
Thank you.
It was painful, Luke. You heard that all the way in Canada?
Yeah, it was thump. He thought it was an earthquake. He was like heading for the door frame.
Triangle to gray.
Oh, hello everyone. I didn't realize I wasn't on screen. I wasn't even paying attention.
No, you were just talking. You weren't ready to join me, so it was all good.
Here I am.
Here I am.
My little pencil has gotten so tiny that I don't even know if I should be using it anymore.
It's same as
it is like
the lead inside my little green pen holder here. There's hardly anything to it.
It's so small.
What type of is that just like a normal like school?
Yeah,
pencil?
This is a regular school pencil that has like a little topper on the end of it.
So it's a number 2.
It's number 2.
I've spent so much of my life drawing with one of those things that I don't think I've done one in quite some time. Maybe I have to do a whole number 2 pencil month.
I did, however, get the other day one of these.
Oh, yeah, that's where's mine? Wait.
And it has the little sharpener in the end.
Wait. What?
Yeah, on the packaging it said at the very end, the little hole in the bottom is where you can shave it. Hi, JS. How are you?
So if I take this out.
That's what it said.
And then put this in here.
That's what it told me on the packaging.
Let me see.
And then it has the lead weights that you can rotate.
Yes.
On the little tippy thing.
Oh my god, it does.
Dun da da da.
See, I don't read the packaging. I just ripped it
Mind
open.
blown.
Yeah, because I have one of these little ones that came with.
So I've yet to use this yet. But this is the Stedler.
Yep.
And then Jer has a different one. The
Mine's the
Oida
Aufida.
or Afida.
Mine's the Aufida Graphite 2.0. But yeah, mine came with this itty bitty little sharpener. But then I also have the big one.
Right here in the end, the little hole at the end, you can sharpen your lead in the bottom of it there.
Yeah, I just did. It's we did a factor cap here, and this is total fact. So no cap.
The more you know. So I need to get one of those pencil holder dilly whoppers for my little nubbins here.
Holder, huh?
There he is. We were waiting for that to show up. How's it going today, Joe? Did you get your factor ordered in? Confirm all that good stuff?
What's the biggest combo you
I have a Kohinoor lead holder. I assume it's here.
It's
okay,
here.
Good, Joe. I'm so glad to hear that.
Dude, that makes me feel.
Woo! Because I know he was kind of concerned about the stock levels
as well.
Yes.
I was wondering if I was going to have to go to Chicago and get some black market Factor 8 because I was going to drive there and do it. You know, I was going to run across this Michigan Avenue down there and just be like, yo, you got some Factor 8, man?
Black market Factor. Whoa, man.
I would have gotten it. I would have done it. I know people in Chicago. Things fall off the truck all the time there.
You think Jim's going to hook you up?
What's that? Oh, no.
You think Jim's going to hook you up?
I actually don't know him. He's one of the guys in Chicago I don't know.
You don't know Jim? You should totally get to know Jim. He's awesome.
I know of him, but I've not spent any screen time.
Oh, that's right. You are usually in bed whenever he hangs out.
Yeah.
My man cave mini fridge is stocked full of Factor 8. Sweet.
That is so awesome.
That is a great thing to hear. All right.
So while I was at the convention, Joe, I was looking out for unique Incredible Hulk stuff for you, and I found nothing of interest that wasn't common, everyday Incredible Hulk stuff. But I had my eye out.
Yes.
When I was walking around. But
and that was before the incident. It was just a timing thing.
This was just me looking out for Incredible Hulk Joe stuff. I was trying to see if there was anything, because there was people that had some like vintage like 70s and 80s stuff, and I was trying to see if they had anything Incredible Hulk that would have been, you know, like just a vintage this or that. And because most of the people there did not have things very expensive, so I would have picked it up.
The top of the lead holder is an eraser which unscrews, and there is a sharpener there too. Ooh, that's cool. That's fun. It comes with an eraser on top. That's nice.
That is nice. Yeah, mine came with an eraser to the side.
I don't believe mine had an eraser.
Only in the springtime, though? How was the... oh, hello, Pablo. How was the Vanguard beta?
Pablo.
Yeah, like I said, I think it was smart of Pablo to stay off screen so he wasn't, you know, showing all of that manliness up on, you know, and distracting us from the music.
Oh, in the corner, the creators corner thing?
Yes.
He's the man that pushes the buttons.
Buttons.
He does just the pretty face.
Aw. Seriously, what is up with all these number ones?
Willie with the high award.
Uh-oh, Willie, thank you, sir. Hi there, Willie. All right, let's drop that in. Where's Willie at now?
I don't know. He's over there in the chat. That's where I saw him last.
All right.
JS
Right
with the
on
high
there.
award, too. The party is here. And Joe with the collab award.
Okay, let me see. JS is up.
You guys are going to give Jeremy
here.
writer's cramp over here.
And Joseph. Do I have a Joseph on here? Yes, he's right there. Okay, dropping him in. Thank you for the collabors. Thank you for the collaboration, sir. You know, you could be part of that collab because you have a link. You have not a link. You have an invite.
It's true.
It's true. It's damn true.
How's Miss Alex today? Is she feeling better? A little more chill? Obviously still worried, but a little better on the nerves level. I know. They're playing Tony Hawk with Abby right now. It's getting a little excited.
Circle is your hold move.
Hmm.
Go from the air and hit circle, you'll in a direction.
It's true.
Grab.
You guys remember playing Tony Hawk back in the day?
Grab your hold.
I tried. I could never get the controls down, and I never understood the game. So I think after the very first Tony Hawk, I don't think I've ever touched them.
Oh, bless her heart.
Square is kick.
Give her an extra hug for me.
Kick your board in a certain direction. So you've got kick up, left, right.
Hamburger helper.
Grab, left, right.
Are you going to have a Pop-Tart for dessert, though? Do you still have like a warehouse full of Pop-Tarts on hand?
I had a Pop-Tart for breakfast today.
Nice. She woke around 2 a.m. with a panic attack, and she had one at work today before her shift. Yikes. Oh, no.
Oh, thank you, Michael.
Get that girl some gummies, man. I know she can't do that at work.
Michael's pushing himself closer to that top spot. He's got to try to beat out James.
Important dates.
Try doing a 360 aerial move.
More dates I have to keep up with.
Are you dating that much?
I am. I'm trying to keep up with 4 people's lives, and I have to maintain all of their calendars.
Yes.
So that's a thing.
I'm barely holding on to my own calendar, so I can imagine.
Oh, and then I also have to keep up with a separate entire calendar for, monetary purposes.
Right.
Hi, Shirley. How's it going?
Hi there, Shirley.
Welcome to the crazy train. Actually, it's not that crazy. It's pretty chill in here tonight.
Yeah, it's actually kind of chill tonight.
I'm kind of digging it.
Luke hasn't started any of his antics.
Okay, Joe.
Gonna rest for a bit, be on later. Okay.
Rest well, sweet angel.
I'm doing rather well tonight. I'm feeling optimistic.
Des! Look who he's drawing right now.
Oh, no, don't look, Des.
Don't look, Des. It's not done yet.
Okay, you can look, but...
There, 540. All right. So
Got 10 neon colored pencils at the dollar store for $1 today. Score! JS, if you know anything about me, you know I love me some art supplies.
Yeah, that's like nerd stuff for me that I'm like... Oh
JS is collecting art supplies for me in a corner of his room somewhere. He'll send it to me someday.
this halo, right? Keep it in the middle to keep grinding. Now,
Word
What's
of
the
the
word?
day
grinding.
for
Bird is the word. Every day.
September. Bird, 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 and bird is a word. Now I'm struck on Facebook again. Is crystal ball. So while I couldn't find a picture of you holding a crystal ball anywhere when I stalked your Instagram page, I did find a picture you did where you were holding
That's
an
not
apple,
creepy at all.
and then I just
Stalked
turned it
you.
into a crystal ball.
When you get it straight away, do a kickflip.
It has been a minute, JS, but you know what? I just keep telling myself every time he finds something, he just throws it in the box.
That's right. I have to make a trip to my Five Below and see if they have those markers, or I have to figure out where
Hey,
I got those
Noni.
markers from. Hi, Noni.
Straight away, do a kickflip, keep grinding, straight away, kickflip, and then just keep doing that for as long as you can. And the more tricks you can get, the bigger your combo will be.
The apple resembles a crystal ball. That's right. He just swapped them out.
I just did. I said,
It's true.
Now, whenever you get on the ground, just on a flat surface, you can do what's called a manual. A manual.
You could do a manual. Can you guys hear every single word he's saying?
I can hear
Hear
like
that there's talking, but you can't
but
make
I
out what it
can't
is.
make out really any. Like every once in a blue moon, I'll think I hear a word, and I'm like, but then I lose it. So it's not anything retaining.
Oh my gosh, JS. You're giving me some FOMO over here.
Okay, I have to look up what that is because I don't.
That is a super high quality, like journal style book. It's bound. It's really, really nice.
L-E-C-H. No, let's spell this right. L-E-C-H.
I have a Scribbles That Matter book that I can't wait to break out and use one day. But
the more
yeah.
tricks you apply, all in the same string.
Tricks and combos get more points. Yes, tricks and combos do get more points. And he's trying to teach Abby all the scoring system. I still have Joe's shirt too.
Oh, nice. I've seen these, yeah.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
I've seen these and put them right back down and said, I can't afford these.
Yeah, it's like that's for fancy people,
right? Yeah, they come. Well, at least the modern ones come in different colors and different.
Yes.
So yeah, you can have a whole series. Like your green could be character concepts, and your blue could be finished stuff. And yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people use them for like bullet journaling and stuff. They have the dotted ones, but they also have regular like lined ones and blank ones too. Bye, JS. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Hope you have a good night.
Oh yeah, thank you, JS, for stopping by. I'm the second person to draw you. Who was the first, Des?
Second person to draw me. How exciting! Well, she was the first person to draw her. Duh.
Oh, okay. But I'm not counting this as an official drawing of you. This is just a quick caricature. Of you. I need to do a much larger piece because when I first started doing this at this size, I was like, I'm not going to get the likeness down, and I'm not going to count this as the full, like, you know. I'm not counting it as the full Burke.
Other than that, there's also things that are.
So I will give you proper.
There's some stuff that are like,
oh, 2 years ago, somebody drew me with my dreads. Well, then there's that person too.
I've seen those pictures you posted just recently where you're like, I miss them. They looked good on you.
How do I reach that? You gotta figure it out.
I ungodly miss my dreads. I don't know. You're working so hard to grow out your hair. So
All right.
Somebody's coming to take you away, haha.
Yes, they are. That siren goes off quite a bit here in town.
If you go around to the side of the
Once you
gym,
have dreads, there's that part where you wish you could have them again. Yeah, but isn't that why your hair was so short? Is because you cut them off?
Ouch.
Carrie!
ow.
Carrie,
Hello,
long
Miss Carrie.
life, Carrie, long life. She has arrived, Carrie, long life.
See, I wanted to in August, but I got super busy, and so did somebody else. But
Growing
we
out
were
hairs and
supposed to do
to
one
shave
of
my head bald because
these.
of that. Yes, Carrie, of course you get a theme song.
See, soon we need to do one of these because you'll notice this is the wonderful world of drawing and music,
And music.
and the music part of it is all the lovely Miss Carrie Long.
That's true.
Because if I was singing, we'd have no viewership.
I think Carrie has sang me 2 separate theme songs when I've come into her room. So I may have to go back
Not only
and
does she get a
clip that audio and make that part of my intro process.
say, not only does she get a theme song, she also gets
Aww,
her
a
very own
little
Carrie
heart too.
Yep.
Ooh, Carrie, could you guys do that on the Reddits? Would that work vertically? Do the art and music thing together?
Oh, and blow up the Reddits with that.
I saw CS started doing the Reddits.
That would be fun. Where is my colored pencils? I'm running out of where I have things.
You're running out of where you have things.
Yes, I
That
brought it over
sounds
here and set it
scary.
down and lost it.
Sounds scary.
The things are missing.
I don't know what's
I was going to see if you wanted to do the Reddits together, Lindsay. Sure.
Ooh.
We could do the Reddits.
You like this game?
The Reddits are kind of scary, though.
Nah, Reddits are only scary if you've got thin skin, and you have some thick skin.
Yes, I'm nice and calloused.
Callous skin is for the best.
You gotta be real careful about controlling it. Game options.
Everybody wants kung fu fighting.
Derp, 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 derp. They're kind of scary, but there's strength in numbers on screen. Heck yeah, there is. Well, and I too can be known to be a troll of the keyboard. So those are my people, sort of.
You wanna go to a different place?
All right, I need a dark and green.
Dark and green.
Don't think that's as dark as I want. Let's try this one. That's darker. I like that one better.
All right.
I am.
I want to go.
Somebody's live doing things. Oh, they were just posting in the Facebooks.
Thank you. This is a stylized version of Miss Des.
It's true.
It's not an appropriate portrait because it's way too small and I could not get like Mrs. Down. But I definitely used her as a model for the picture.
First one to reach the set score. The player who busts the biggest combo during the time limit wins. First one to reach the combo score wins. The player who tags the most objects wins. So it's a 2-minute graffiti challenge. Pull off combos until someone says horse.
Because it got brought up at the in Ella's show, I think, when I was trying to figure out what I was going to do.
Right. I remember.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with it.
You should. Miss those modeling days. Only if photographers weren't so grabby. Yeah, that's not right.
I think
Don't you be
those
grabbing
of us
my
on Haps
desk.
here are a lot less grabby.
Don't you be doing it. Pull out a can, we'll pass on you.
You have an arrow telling you which way to go. Do it right by me.
Where is the blue?
It's cold up here. That's what it says.
Do a segment on modeling and the issues behind some of it. Yeah. You know what does a person that would be really cool if you ever wanted to do like a co-host situation? Reach out to Nazim and see if Betty can come on because she does the makeup for all the supermodels. And I'm sure she has some stories to share. She would probably be down for that.
Oh, that would be an interesting segment.
That's optional, obviously. But that just came to mind as I was sitting here.
Yeah, it's really hard to tag people. Ran me over. All right.
And Veda may have some insight on that too. I'm not exactly sure how much modeling experience she has, but I know that she's been in similar circles that probably do similar behavioring of things.
Yeah.
That would be my guess. Exactly.
Is there an airplane somewhere? There's an airplane right here. Because you were hit for too long. Whoa.
And that is just an assumption. I have no idea. She may have had a very good experience with that industry, but I'm going to go with probably not.
So my wife is not used to me being home.
Yeah, that's probably an adjustment for everybody, huh?
Yeah, so I kept getting told to go upstairs today.
Oh gosh, go upstairs.
She's like, I have a routine and you're messing it up. Go upstairs.
I understand that completely.
Yep.
When my husband's work schedule, he's off Sundays and Mondays. And like Monday's a regular day of the week, like every other. So whenever he switched from the weekends off to Sunday, Mondays, I was like, will you please just leave me the hell alone on Mondays? I can't get anything done when you're here.
Like, it was funny because I was downstairs cleaning the fish tank, and she's like, oh my God, I forgot to eat today because my husband never called me today because I would always call her at lunchtime. And that would be her reminder to get something to eat. As soon as we were done talking.
I went and literally got lost in the woods today. Oh my gosh. Must have been serious if Luke was underlining it.
Did you make your way out, or are you still there?
I don't know where it's called to hang. Don't ask me.
I mean, yesterday during Ella's broadcast, we
Is
had
this
to
a
send
cry
Lassie
for
out to
help?
look for Tim. Welcome back, Willie.
He was gone yesterday all day. Maybe he was lost yesterday and he just came back.
Yeah, could be. Judy was okay with you being gone for 2 hours. Oh no.
That's so funny. My mother wishes my dad would go away sometimes too.
So does my mother.
He hovers though. Like if she's in the kitchen, he will like literally like be breathing down her neck. And I'm like, good God, man. 2 steps back.
Yeah, my dad's retired and thinks he has to make up for, years of being gone at work and whatnot by just being attached at the hip.
We're used to the neglect. Can you please go away?
Right?
Please disappear. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, serious question. While watching the realistic version of The Lion King, all of the male lion's balls are taken off. Why did they take the boy parts off the lions? Never watched that. I actually kind of intentionally did not because no.
Now, there's been very few of the live actions that I've enjoyed.
I feel like the live action was just a money grab and there was not any real effort into the quality of the production. But
enjoy the live action
I could be
of Jungle
wrong.
Book?
No.
But I
Nobody
think that
wants
might
to
be
see.
about it.
It's the movies we didn't ask for. None of the males have their parts. It's strange. Des, you just now sold that movie to me, and now I want to go watch it. God,
She's
that's
going to be
wrong.
watching for every scene. There's no bits and pieces.
Yes. I want to do a kibbles and bits check.
There's no bits and bobs.
Bits and bubbles are missing.
All right. So so that's that one there's done, Des. That's the crystal ball cartoony Des.
It's so cute. I love it. It's so good.
Oof. Into the thick of it. Thank you. All right, now we're going to work on Riddick here. So I can come down a little bit closer so we can see.
Come, little children, I'll take you away.
Try to get like try to get 3 moves all in one combo.
Oh, my body is still sore. It hasn't realized that it can relax right now yet.
It's fine, buddy. It's fine.
Good news is the numbness has gone down on my hands and arms.
That's wonderful.
I mean, it's only 4 days out. I still have a little tingling, like, I don't know, from like the elbow down, it feels strange. Like if I try to stretch or twist my wrist,
Mm-hmm.
I still get some tightness there, and I can see that my hands still have some swelliness to them. They're still swelling up when they shouldn't, because I was not doing any of the repetitive motion today. But
right,
it's going to take a while for my body to heal.
Yeah, you did the same thing for a long period of time, so it's going to take a while to adjust.
And what's funny is,
Sarita, how's it going?
That I didn't really ever notice it before in previous years, until we were shut down for that COVID. And when we shut down and I didn't do anything for like 3 months and then came back, I noticed the pain like intense.
Oh, wow.
Hello, how are you doing? Doing fantabulous. How could I not with a great co-host that I have?
Oh, stop it.
Not only that, but I mean, my commenters over here.
Yeah, chat's always on fire.
Chat is lit.
Hand pain is not good. Yeah. Sarita, did you finish your piece for Brian? I had to leave a little bit before you finished your stream, so I think your phone maybe had died too, so I know I didn't miss out on too much, but I was just curious if you had finished it because it was looking really cute.
Oh yeah, carpal tunnel in the right hand pretty bad. The left hand is was starting to get just as bad.
Yeah, that's not good.
But I'm not.
That Jeremy guy, he's a fighter.
He is. What did he do to fight?
He puts him up. Put him up.
You know, the only
Clean it up.
sanctioned fight that I was ever in
Are
was
you
in
ready for
Canada.
bed?
No, but the only thing on the front
Fun
have
fact.
you stuff in the calendar, and I don't know where the calendar is. Well, I'm not picking it up.
It was a martial arts competition.
Yeah.
I have no clue when it will go.
Yeah, it's funny. I've been to Canada twice, and both times was the same exact place. And it was a school gymnasium. Once for a martial arts competition, and the other was for a concert.
Same place, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's literally like less than 5 minutes from the border. So I can't even really say that I've been in Canada.
Yay, I got 3.
Nice. You got 4,700 from that. Good job.
Chinese.
If you ever play Tony Hawk with your friends, you might be able to kick their butt.
I don't know. Let me see.
The St. Denis Center.
Yeah. You can practice.
Wait, you guys are
83,000.
how are you guys playing tag?
Oh, well, there is a game mode of tag, but we're not actually playing that.
Where did we come across?
I feel like it's
75 right here.
Oh. You have to get ready for bed, and you're about to get in bed because the time will go off in 3 minutes. You're not playing anything.
It's true. It's almost bedtime.
You're definitely going to start your life until otherwise told. Short dumpster top.
Across from McDonald's. Luke's like, it's right there. On College Avenue.
College. Yeah, because I mean, we were literally just right across the border and then dropped in at a school, and that's it. I mean, it's a nice stadium, like, or not stadium, but nice auditorium, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, it was not the University of Windsor. I remember that much, but yeah, I don't. It's been, God, years. I was in my 20s, and that's been many years ago.
Back in my day.
I want to say the martial arts competition was probably 92 or 93, and the concert was 96. It was a Juliana Hatfield and Belly concert, and I think there was somebody else there. But the singer for Belly had a cold that night. She's like, "Sorry for sounding so horrible," and we're like, "No, you sound fine."
Go. When she'll have you back.
Open tournament there every year.
Yeah, it was the martial arts that I was in was called Goju-Ryu, which is an Okinawan karate, and we had went there for a competition. You know, it was open competition, but I do know Rich Stamper. My uncle trained with him for a while.
Are you guys doing that freaky I know everything in your life moments again?
Yeah, it could very well be.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I have met Rich. Oh, now that's awesome. I did not get to do shots with that man, but I did get to meet him.
You have 30 seconds. No, we've done it.
You are not counting down the seconds, dude.
Blurry. That's it. We're switching, Lindsay. Until I
Okay,
get up blurry.
as you wish.
You're number one. Because I look better small blurry. Oh, that is turning out so good.
I'm trying to get his hair sorted, but
Yeah, I think my uncle got to 3rd degree black belt.
Oh, there it is.
Was the highest he got.
Stop the games. Turn off devices and get the kids.
He had an accident at work and his hand messed up.
You did good. All right, just set it down. Set it down. Okay, ready for bed.
Shut it all the way down.
All right, well, until I get unblurry, I'm going to, after these messages, I'm going to go hit the restroom again.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be back.
Have a lovely day. Abby. God bless, child. Lord. She's such a goober.
Honey, I have a new creepy Halloween background on my TV.
It is creepy. It's very creepy.
It is fantastic. It's full of receipts. What do you need?
What do I need? I'm drawing.
Is that your hero?
No.
That's an odd choice.
That's Hyper.
Yeah, I know. He's from
Mm-hmm. No, that's not my hero drawing. I'll do that in a moment. Did you want to see what I'm doing for hero? It's right here. That's what I'm doing.
I can't remember what the actor's name is.
For hero?
No, for that.
Oh, I don't remember.
I can't remember what his name
Well, go
is.
look it up, Goose. It might be right here, honestly. Chris Tucker.
Okay. Am I on blurry yet?
I can't tell. No.
No.
You're not.
Well, here is my karate belt.
Ooh.
I still have it.
Nice.
That's all the farther I tested up to. But with my uncle being an instructor and a black belt, I went to a lot of black belt classes with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I know quite a bit more or knew. But I only ever tested as high as green because, well, I was lazy and didn't practice my stuff.
It takes a lot of work and dedication, man.
Well, and
it's
like I said, the
no
thing was, I
joke.
stopped practicing at my level and was practicing with my uncle doing black belt stuff. So I'm like, why should I worry about getting brown when I'm already practicing black belt stuff?
Right. It's like I'm already doing what I need to be doing.
Yeah. So, and it's now been, like I said, 20 years since I practiced. So this body's out of shape. And while I can still do some of the basic katas,
Uh-huh.
it's definitely like I struggle with even doing push-ups right now. Not because
Yeah,
I'm
because
out
your
of shape,
hand,
but because of
your hand's hurting you.
because of the carpal tunnel in the hands and stuff.
Right. That's tough.
that it stopped me from being able to do push-ups. Because I tried like about a month ago to get some done because I was like, all right, I got to get
Yeah, your
I gotta
body
get
has to
back
be
in
like
shape.
in peak shape to be able to test because they will wear the heck out of you.
Oh yeah, that, and since I wasn't getting discounted, or I mean I was never getting free lessons from my uncle, but I was definitely getting discounted ones.
Right.
Trying to get back into it with a new instructor, and they're like, yeah, it's like $65 every 2 weeks, or some BS
Yeah,
like that. I'm like,
it's not a cheap sport.
I was
You
like,
think
wait, what?
football might be expensive. You haven't done martial arts.
Yeah. And then I've also thought maybe I should try a different style so that I'm not, so I'm learning more and not just
Mhm.
learning one style. But then I'd have to start all the way over again. And
That is true.
I mean, as it is, I'd have to retest for my green anyways.
We always taught for free. What?
Oh, damn, I'm going to Canada. Damn it.
What? What were you teaching for free? This is how you tie your belt knot? First lesson?
I think I might remember how to tie it.
That's funny.
Ha! I'm back. And I'm back.
He's back.
Yeah, I want to get my green card so I can go back to Canada and learn lessons for free.
Is Luke teaching them?
I would be a good student. Shh. You know what would be cool? And hear me out here.
Okay.
We have this application right now that we're on,
Mm-hmm.
and we could practice martial arts on here, and Luke could teach us.
It's true.
And that way he'd have a streaming presence.
The streaming dojo.
Yes, a streaming dojo. It's a dojo for the 21st century.
24th and a half century.
Well, that one too.
Just getting a head start.
Well, at least we're not Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
Yes. It has to be 24th and a half.
Yeah.
We don't need to get ahead of ourselves too far. Those are just merely details, Luke.
Drop and give me 50. I already paid you $75 for this class. Why do I got to give you another 50?
That's awesome.
Hey, you don't want to be teaching those psychos who are going to go out there hurting people with the knowledge that you're giving them.
Yes.
That would be funny. I do know that there is a sensei around here who actually throws a lot of the beginning, like first, like the white, yellow, and I want to say green belt katas up on YouTube. Because when I was thinking about getting back into it, there's a school around here where they do teaching right out of school, like after school stuff. And I was thinking about getting into it, but the cost kind of put me out. But I was like, I'm not even sure where to begin, and they're like, well, you could practice all your beginning, katas, through our YouTube link. And I'm like, really?
Was it public or was it like private? Or they gave you the
well,
link?
I mean, public as far as you got to pay to get in. But yeah, anyone can do it. So it was just through the school offered the area for them
Gotcha.
to practice in the gym and stuff like that. So
That's nice.
this is a full moon edition of the Veda After Dark.
Oh my. She was
Now-
on earlier doing that too.
I would bet my uncle has the books.
He might.
I don't know that he would have ever gotten rid of them, even though he's no longer teaching. I can't imagine that he.
Given the fact that I still have my college textbooks that are well out of date, I'm going to guess he probably still has them if he had them before. I am Groot.
It's the whole reason I know how to count to 10 in Japanese today is because of martial arts. And I know
Great.
some basic, like, begin. I knew the exact terminology for kick and punch. I am foggy on them right now. Exactly. I am Groot.
Yes. I am not working the gate in the concession stand, coach. Sorry. That is not my life.
We need somebody to work this, guys.
That's not my life. Well, they asked for volunteers because it's parent ran for the league, and I'm like, I think I already
Could you
gave.
stream while doing it?
Sure.
Okay, well then let's do it.
No. I could, but no.
I like how I'm like, can we stream while doing it? And you're like,
Sure you
yeah,
can.
we could, but no, we're not going to.
That's not happening today. Or this weekend. No. There's some bedtime shenanigans going on downstairs that I'm hearing.
No, the only, let me see. Is it behind me where I think it is? Oh. The only books that I have.
Is 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah, no, I don't have those.
Oh, well, I read them digitally from the library and then I turned them back in.
Is The Philosophies of Bruce Lee, forward by Linda Lee Cadwell, his ex-wife or wife,
Right?
and the Bruce Lee biography.
Mm.
Both excellent books. Gross. Yes.
Goodness.
It's funny because I will watch one of his movies just randomly, like it'll be on a Saturday or something, and I'll catch it on TV back when I had cable. And after watching every one of them, I'm like, that's it. I'm getting back into martial arts.
It's happening, everyone. It's happening.
And then the very next day, I'd be like, no, maybe not.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to make myself feel better. I also swear that before I'm 50, and I got 3 years, that I'm going to have abs. And I don't know if that's that happen either.
Wow. No Mountain Dew for you.
I've never had abs in my life, so I would really have to put in some serious,
Well, the thing with abs, though, is that you literally, once you get like super toned and like the lowest possible without dying body fat percentage, you literally have to dehydrate yourself.
Right.
And it's only sustainable for like a day.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
But I'll have it. I will.
You can just knock that right off the bucket list.
Well, yeah. I probably will never do it, but I'd like to think that I'll.
I think you should you keep on keeping on, dude.
What if I only have like 2 abs?
Don't let us naysayers say otherwise.
Because I'm not going to have like 8 or 12 or 15 abs. I'm just going to have 2.
Well, I would say start with one.
Well, I've got one now.
Well, see, you're already, a sixth of the way there.
I've got one whole ab that starts right up under my boobies and goes all the way down to my belly button.
Yeah. See, you're the sixth of the way there. You just got to start dividing it.
One large ab.
Split it like cells do.
Being an artist, I could just draw abs on.
Yeah. Do some like makeup tutorials on the internet.
And I'll be like, look, I now have abs.
Yep. It's happening.
Yeah, Sharpie abs, Luke.
It's happening.
I'm going to have Sharpie abs. I feel sometimes that it's just me, you, and Luke in here. I'm not sure that anyone else is in here with us.
I think there's passerbys, but we're the ones that actually engage in the conversation. They're like, what the heck are these guys doing?
And that's why I always feel lost when Luke's not here. I'm like, where's my...
Luke, you can't leave us like that without letting us know. We almost sent out a HAP search party.
I did. I've been training a squirrel to go across the border and look.
Oh my.
Because I know that we can't cross the border yet. But squirrels.
Yes. Squirrels can. Yeah. They totally can do that and get away with it.
I have to erase some lines. There it is.
Stop squirrel immigration.
Well, you should have thought about that during your last election there, buddy. Because I've been sending them across the border.
Wasn't that today?
Yeah, it closed at 9 o'clock.
Oh, well, dang. When's the next one? Next week?
I don't know. Again, without Luke, I'm lost on my Canadian.
I thought you knew all the things Canadian. I thought you, rubbed elbows with maple syrup people. I don't know.
I used to, and that's why, Michelle and I became good friends. Because she thought I was Canadian. I'm like, no, I really just, fake it well.
Wow. It's the great battle of two children brushing their teeth at the same time.
Quite a bit. Because earlier it was, pretty high. Wow. That's getting to be a tight race there. Mail-ins aren't counted till the morning. And then you'll have to have recounts in all of the communities? Or do you guys not do recounts? Is that strictly an American thing? We don't like the outcome. We need a recount. Okay, not unless it's close. Yeah, well, in America here, it doesn't have to even be close. It can be a landslide, and the other team will be like, "Hey, we need a recount here because that didn't turn out in our favor." I need a darker orange. Better for outdoor orange.
All right. Politics hurt my groin.
Yeah.
That's what Des said.
Yeah, but we're not really talking politics. We're talking Canada.
Yes.
Canada doesn't really have politics. They just pretend.
God.
Yeah, I don't know politics. I just know what people do when they're crazy.
What we do every night, Pinky.
off. Wait, was that somebody else commenting besides Luke?
Yeah, Des is in there.
Whoa.
I'm over here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know you.
Oh,
I got that, but I wasn't expecting another person. You came back.
Des is lurking.
No, we're not really talking about anything really. We were just I was asking Luke how his election was going because we were worried for Luke. Not sure why we were worried, but we're always worried for Luke. And we had an update earlier, and I knew he was waiting on some polls to close, and they closed at 9, and so we had to get our update from our Canadian friends.
It's true. Ooh, my Green Party has 3 seats. Wow.
Ooh.
Just came back. I have no idea what you're talking about. I just threw that out there. Word. Dr. Sasse is live. Moonrise live.
They called him Farmer. Word him up. Gonna love me like that.
Word up.
So, I can't remember which magazine it was, but some magazine put out its top 500 music of all time.
Yeah.
And Carson Daly, I think it was Carson,
Oh no.
somebody was having a fit about it, like blowing their lid because they're like, okay, look, the songs that are on here aren't even, none of them are horrible or bad, but none of them deserve to be above, like, I can't remember which. The song by Lorde, that she did a few years ago, they got popular,
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
made it to like number 8. So it made it into top 10 greatest songs of all time.
Oh no.
Imagine
No.
made it to 19.
No.
Right. And he was like, in what world does that song, which, he's like, I'm not trying to knock. He goes, but does that beat out, Imagine by the,
Right. That doesn't sound right.
and then like some other song, that was popular in the 90s as like a dance song, made it to like number 5. And I was
Is
like,
it the
how does that beat
Macarena?
out, like AC/DC or Guns N' Roses, or how does that beat out Michael Jackson or Prince?
Right.
It was crazy.
Wow.
Crazy, I tell you. So then my wife and I were talking about it, and I was like, maybe they should make because it almost seemed to me like it was a top
What's up, Cap?
500 millennial songs.
Yeah.
Welcome there, Captain.
Captain,
So you should have like a broad range of like, this generation's top 500 songs versus that generation's, because I think then it would be a little more realistic.
Yeah.
Because my kids today are not going to think that songs that I think are.
Good night.
Good night. Have a good one.
Okay.
Sleep good.
Good night, Mini Badge. But my kids aren't going to think, what I think of as top 500 songs is going to be my.
Yeah,
top
the
500
lists will
songs.
definitely be different, significantly. I would agree with that.
So I think if they broke it down between the two, I think it would. More people might be able to afford songs at 99 cents a song, but we could actually get 9 CDs for a penny.
Yeah.
So,
If you sold your soul.
Well, or go into debt.
Yeah. Which is basically selling your soul.
Yes. I think somewhere I still actually owe them money.
Oh, wow.
Because I know I got CDs from, and well, even if it wasn't the CD club that I'm sure I
Mhm.
did several times in my life, I know I still owe money to Tor Books and the science fiction book club because, oh my God, I was getting science fiction books constantly. And I don't think I ever fulfilled all of my having to buy like 10 of them at full price. I was a sucker for the science fiction book club.
What was the best book you got from the science fiction book club?
There is a series. I
Animorphs?
think I have it in my room. Trying to think what the title is off the top of my head right now because yeah, I'm drawing a blank. The premise behind it is it's a group of college students who are getting together to play a fantasy role playing, i.e., Dungeons and Dragons game, but they don't ever call it Dungeons and Dragons.
Right. They couldn't do that.
Right,
'cause of
and
copyright
they're
stuff.
sitting around playing this fantasy game, and the guy has them roll up all these characters and blah blah this, and in the middle of the game they all kind of like pass out. They wake up in the fantasy world that they've been playing D&D in for years
Oh gosh.
as their characters. So basically, like the one guy in real life was in a wheelchair, but he became the strong dwarf in the fantasy world. So he
So
was
basically like the remake of Jumanji then.
yeah, kind of. But this was, I think, even came out. The original book came out before Jumanji. But the other cool thing was is not only did they retain all of their characters' information, they knew all of their real life world information. So later on in the series, when they're trying to still live in this world, the one guy's like, I'm an engineer, right? And he's like, you're a biochemist and blah, blah, this. He's like, why are we sitting here fighting with swords and, blah, blah, this?
Why don't you make something cool for us?
Yeah,
Come on.
we can make guns. We have the knowledge. And so they basically developed guns for this world. They're
Oh,
crude,
wow.
musket type guns, but they develop it. And it's a really interesting series how some of them try to fight against it and some of them went full into it and they're like, yeah, even if we find a way to get home, I'm staying here because my
Because
life
it's better.
it's so much better than what it was there. So
Interesting.
so there you go. What do you think of
So which would you be? Would you want to stay in that world or would you want to come back? If you were in that story?
Well, it really depends for me on whether or not my wife's there.
Aww.
Because if I had to be separated from her, then I'd say no, I'm coming back. But if she could be there and she could be in a body that wasn't in pain, I'd be staying there.
Don't start that again.
Oh, what was he doing?
The Menominaming.
You'll get a struck.
So is this your last piece of the day?
I think so. Cause I think I finished.
God damn, it's fucking. Oh
I think I finished up the other one. Yeah.
Cool. Well done, sir.
Is anyone doing art stuff tonight?
I don't know. I'm just.
I mean, like
here.
you're doing yours right now, so you're probably not doing anything later tonight.
Well, I can do tomorrow's.
Right.
But no, this is just me doing hyper. That's all I'm doing.
Right. It's just you doing hyper.
Hyper.
There is also, let me think, I think the author's name is Robert Aspen. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Robert Aspirin. There was a series of books that I got from him that were fantasy again, but the very first one is called Another Fine Myth, Myth,
Hmm.
and all of the books then afterwards have the title Myth in them. So like there is Myth Directions or Hit or Myth,
Oh, okay.
and it was almost like comedy, um, fantasy,
Hmm.
and it's the hero's journey. So the boy comes from nothing, finds out he can do magic, and then goes on to do wondrous things. But the original book was done in 1979,
Oh, wow.
and I'm trying to see if I can figure out when his last 2008 looks like was maybe one of his last books for that series. But I think I've only got about 6 of the books from the series, and they're really hard to come by because they're out of print now, and they're about
Oh,
as
yeah.
bad as my Blu-ray picture.
Oh, gosh.
So I'm gonna go back.
Do they not have digital? Did they not have them converted over?
You know what? Let me see. Where do I look for my ebooks? Oh, Play Store. I'm like, where do I get ebooks from? Books.
The book
Ebooks.
store place?
Robert Aspirin. Ooh, they are on here. You're a brilliant person.
Some days not so much.
See, he also did another series which I never got into, which was called Thieves World,
Okay.
and that one went many, many, many books too. But yeah, oh wow, very cool, very cool, very, very cool. Man, that
Very
is turning out
nice.
awesome. You did great on that.
Thanks. I've
See,
got
I
to
knew
get
Hyper would come to you.
the spots. He's got little leopard spots all over this thing.
Yes, he does.
So I've got to get in here and dot it up. Chris Tucker has a very unique face. Big ass mouth. Good lord. I pick all the hard faces to draw. No, I am Groot. We argue about this all the time. It's going to have significantly bigger spots because I ain't going to be here all night drawing them tiny ones.
Okay, I found the author's name that I was looking for. Joel.
We
Rosenberg.
are all Groot. Yes, we are Groot. Even Hasselhoff is Groot. He said so.
This guy here is Joel Rosenberg. He is a Canadian-American author.
Fancy.
Is best known for his longest-running series, Guardians of the Flame. And the very first book is called The Warriors. That was probably the best.
I remember the
series.
book series that I really liked when I was a kid. It was not a super popular series, but I really enjoyed reading it. And I have to think about it now. What was it? What was it?
Yeah, 10 novels in that series. I think I've got about 8 or 9 of them. I've been slowly finding them at used bookstores and stuff like that. So.
Oh, nice.
But he wrote the first one, I think, in 1982. So yeah, that would definitely predate Jumanji.
Yeah. Well, the movie is more board game style, but this newer book or the newer like reboot is more all about like video game, build your character, what the traits are.
Yeah.
To solve the story sort of situation. Where the other movie was more about just do what the dang thing says.
Yes.
on the board. I actually didn't mind the reboot. I thought I was going to hate it. But
I didn't either, and I think they're
it's
working.
significantly different enough that you're still letting Robin have his moment.
And they've nodded to him in both movies, I think.
Yes, and to let his legacy live, but also to reinstate an interest with a younger crowd, which I think is well done. Can't be angry at that. Can't get mad at that at all.
Diary of a Space Tyrant. No, I don't think I've seen or read that one. I have to look that up. Diary of a Mad Diva? No. Of a Space Tyrant? Ah.
I feel this is a space diva that I'm drawing.
That is definitely a space diva. Oh, Pierce Anthony. Okay. I've got some of his books. I don't know what, though. Because they're in my giant pile of books that I've bought over the years that I intend to read at some point in my life. But I think in the last 4 years, I think I've only read maybe 2 books.
You may want to consider switching the wish list over to digital and maybe
Well, I listen to audio a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as physically reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But switch your library over, and then you can free up some space in your living room.
Well, no, I won't do that because when the economy collapses and we lose all technology, then I won't have nothing.
Sure.
I have to prep for doomsday, and if we ever have to go into holding for 2 years because the zombies are attacking, I need something to keep me entertained.
Yes, you'll have your Frankenbeans and your sci-fi books.
Yes.
In D&D.
And D&D. And drawing, because I still have lots of paper.
Yes. And if you run out of paper, there's always the walls.
There's always the walls.
And then ceilings.
And I can always pull out my comic books because I won't have to worry about them being worth anything, and I can just draw on them too.
That's true too.
Because I doubt
there's also toilet paper rolls.
Oh my God, that's an amazing Spider-Man number, this or that. They'll be like, isn't that just a wasted piece of newsprint?
Looks like fire fuel to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, what if we ever come back as a society? No. Do you think people are saying that about the Egyptian text?
No.
So I seen an interesting concept, or heard, I should say, not seen. What the idea is what if we had a earth-shattering cataclysmic event and, electricity and technology was done. We can't bring it back. Okay? And we're sitting there and, we happen to be one of the people that survives.
Okay.
And we're sitting there with our children and grandchildren, and somewhere overhead, an airplane flies overhead. The children and grandchildren that have never been around airplanes are going to freak out. You're going to explain to them, this is what it is. You're going to write it down. You're going to tell them stories of how it all happened and blah, blah, this. Well, as when you pass away and everyone that has ever known of a airplane passes away, they're only going to have the knowledge that you gave them and, whatnot. And eventually, they're going to tell the story to their grandkids and so on, so on. Multiply that by, another 12,000 years, and it is a long game of telephone.
Right.
So at this point here, when they're telling the story, it is no longer an airplane that went overhead. It is,
a space invasion.
It is something crazy. It is a dragon. It is this or that. So why is it when we're looking back into our history now, do we sit there and take what they're saying as straight up, gospel truth, and that it's not just the idea that it is, something that happened and it is their post-traumatic tellings of what they tried to wrap their brain around, and we have warped it into whatever we wanted to into this history. He's like, it's kind of crazy that we don't think along those terms, that any story that you tell now, a year from now, is going to still change. So why wouldn't the stories that we have written down from 1200 years ago have changed from the time they got written down to the time they were told? I'm like, wow,
Right.
that is, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
Just
That is
interesting
true.
things. I sometimes get deep at 3 in the morning.
So deep.
When I'm trying to shut my brain down to go to sleep and it just doesn't want to. Man, that is so good.
I've gotten faster. I can tell.
Yeah, you have.
Like a lot faster. Thanks, Luke.
I can hear his voice from that picture.
Oh yeah?
Cobbin Dallas. Oh yeah. That poor pencil.
I know. Itty bitty.
I
But I'm
refuse to
liking
give
it though.
up.
You know what? It's making me hold the pencil different, and I think I might actually use that with my future drawings because it's making me use it more on the side.
Yeah.
I'm getting my sketch shaping done a lot better because I think I was doing more point down and putting
Yep.
more, and I can get that shape more whenever I hold it.
I
Like
do the
this.
same thing, so I'm wondering if I should practice what you're doing.
Holding it kind of.
Yeah, because when I sketch, I'm like this.
Like last night when I did ET, if you go back and watch just the layout of the framing of it, holy smokes, it was fast.
Yeah.
Just laying out his pieces, it was wild. But yes, I keep forgetting that he's wearing earrings, and I keep wanting to color this in as like an earlobe, and it's not, because this dude wears earrings like grandma clip-ons.
Yep, Lindsay's gonna cut all of her pencils into 3 pieces now.
Yeah, this is literally an inch long. Let's see. Let's do an official measurement of actual wood, not counting pencil. It is about 1.5 inch and about 3/4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's no pencil eraser. It's just the wood.
Right. Yeah, you I think you figured out your trick.
Here we are. I think he's done.
I think he's done.
Time to spray it. We'll do that later. You've been getting your pieces done pretty fast compared to before. Yeah, it does. Totally.
Do you hairspray them?
I do.
Okay.
I hairspray them and then I stick them in a notebook so they can flatten out because they do curl up quite a bit.
Yeah.
I usually let them set overnight.
My Joe and Lindsay and why can't I think of? Anyways, the portraits that I did of you guys before on that thin paper have all started to warp.
Oh no.
Well,
so
I mean, it's not bad, but like you can see, like on Joe's here, how it's got the edges kind of curved up.
Luke, you weren't here yesterday, so I'll show you what I did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Luke.
so I did Armada, which is the end game attack on a Wakanda. So we got Thanos's fleet taking over. And then we've got ET for Illuminate. That was 19. There we go.
Yep.
ET found home. And then Darkness was today.
Was today where I did Riddick.
Yeah. Yep. So
but I did
I'm all caught up. This guy was Hyper. I skipped Hyper on purpose and I circled back. So I've officially caught up. I've done all the days.
There was my Armada. It's just a bunch of little
Hyper
UFOs.
was day 14.
Oh, that's right. I went with the droid from Solo because she got turned into the hyperdrive.
Yes.
Because I didn't want to do what you said and just do like the flashing out.
Oh my gosh, I was just beating myself up over it. I was like, I don't want to do the Millennium Falcon. I don't want to do the Millennium Falcon. Everybody's going to do the Millennium Falcon.
Like I'd already done the Millennium coming from the Death Star blast. So I really didn't want to do another one.
That coloring on that camera is just, yeah, there we go. Now you guys can actually get
That is awesome.
The details.
I know, the little leopard print. It's
all the print all the way down. You can literally hear him.
Yes. I can hear him in my head skull.
Echoing. Wowzers. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Jeremy, thanks for letting me take over your stream.
No, you're good.
Again?
If it wouldn't have been for Haps making me blurry every 10 minutes.
Haps, you got one job here.
Back over here. There we go. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I'm calming down these colors.
We had our limited edition cartoon Des.
I love her. She's so cute. And a little bit dark.
Mm-hmm. And just a little bit dark.
She's like a semi-sweet dark chocolate.
So I will tag you in that when it gets posted on Instagram. But thank you guys. So I got that big piece of news off my chest.
Yes, don't you feel better now?
I do. And like I said, I just didn't want to. It had nothing that I didn't.
You just had to have your moment to focus on what you were doing. That's all that was.
I did not want to bring down the convention, and I figured if I brought it out,
you did great.
That.
And hey, you made some money this weekend too. So I mean,
I made a lot of money this weekend.
Let's just repeat, rinse, repeat, do it over again.
If only I could have a convention every weekend, I'd be fine.
Well, I hear they're coming back.
They are a little bit, but I'm still worried that this fall we may get another setback again.
It's likely.
It is likely, and that's why I'm not stressing about it. If it happens, it happens.
I would say, yeah,
I am
just
definitely
network with your local like community groups. See if you can work with some of your local comic book shops and come up there and do some live draws for like an hour or so, and they may take a cut of your sales, but you can at least get some action going.
But I'm also wondering if they're going to be leery because a lot of them, like the smaller shops that I do actually, go and get my books from and stuff, they still have signs that you can only allow like 10 people in the store at a time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could just touch base with them and see. They might have something for you.
Well, the other thing is I think I'm going to start taking my pieces that have been sitting around for a while and dropping them on eBay.
Ooh. Or Facebook Marketplace too would be a good place.
Yeah. Facebook Marketplace, I might just start dropping some stuff online and then go from there. So I want to get these Garbage Pail Kid things done because then I know he'll post them on the Garbage Pail Kid forums over there on Facebook, and maybe I can pick up some.
Be a part of those fan groups, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely 100%. Be a part of those fan groups and drop your stuff. Be like, hey, dude, check what I got out here.
Willing to do
check
commissions.
Look what I can do.
Yeah, because I mean, I could easily bump up the price a little bit because right now I just was nice to the convention people and did these as $10 a piece.
Oh yeah.
But I could easily do these as like $30 cards and then be making bank all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So
good
I have
deal.
options. I'm going to give it a shot because in the past I've been like, I can't do it because of this. I'm trying to limit those restrictions on myself.
Yes.
So that it's not just I can't. I want to know. The only reason why I want to know I can't is because I've done it and it failed.
Yeah.
And right now I'm letting the fail happen before I've done it. So it's time for me to put my money where my mouth is.
Go.
Let it go. Let it go.
You're gonna rock it. I know you will.
Well, and I think I've got the proper support group around me that I haven't.
Oh yeah,
had in the
you have
past.
like 1 million people that sell art in different ways and at least can point you in the right direction, if not already have the answer ready to go for you.
Right.
For sure.
Yep. I just have to take advantage of the professionals that have always said, "Hey, I'm there to help," and do it.
I agree.
So
It'll be awesome.
that is today's motivational Monday speech. Wait, we are on Monday, right?
Last I checked, we're still on Monday. Yes.
Okay. I've already lost track of the days. I've been away from work for so long.
It all blends together. Welcome to the club.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. All right. We're
Okay.
we're throwing up the show closer.
We're out of here, people.
And I never, well, yeah, I did play a little bit until you came in. I was like, I never did play any YouTube. It's just been sitting there.
Yeah, there was like 3 seconds of music.
Yeah. It was like, do, 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 do.
Good night.
That's all, folks. Man, now I'm mixing my cartoons.
Smell you later.